Select the graph that matches the piecewise defined function shown below. Notice the piecewise defined function has three rules. There are several ways to determine the correct graph. Let's consider each function rule separately. Let's first consider f of x equals the square of x plus 1 plus 2, of course only when x is less than -1. This is a quadratic function in vertex form, where if we look at our notes below, a is equal to 1. Whenever a is positive, we know the parabola opens up, which means when x is less than -1, the graph should be a parabola that opens up. Next, we have f of x equals -2x plus 2. When x is greater than or equal to -1 and less than 3, we should recognize this function rule as a linear function. Because the slope is -2, we know we have a line that goes downhill from left to right, or just goes down from left to right. And then finally we have f of x equals -1 when x is greater than or equal to 3. This is a linear function when the slope m is equal to 0, which indicates the graph is a horizontal line. So let's first take a look at the four graphs when x is less than -1. Again, the graph is a parabola that opens up, which means both graphs in the first row are not correct, because when x is less than -1, notice the parabola is open down. And for the two graphs in the second row, notice we do have a parabola that opens up when x is less than -1, and both graphs are identical, and therefore we'll assume they are both correct when x is less than -1. Next, when x is greater than or equal to -1 and less than 3, we have a line with a negative slope, and therefore the line should go down from left to right. Notice for this first graph in the second row, the line is going uphill from left to right. The slope here is +2, not -2, and therefore this graph is not correct. And this last graph is. Notice a line segment when x is greater than or equal to -1 and less than 3, the graph is a line segment with a slope of -2. And then just to check, notice when x is greater than or equal to 3, we draw the horizontal line f of x equals -1. This last graph is the correct graph for the given piecewise defined function. I hope you found this helpful.